Bella Vista basketball about to start. Year number 2 for Stuart Cussler as the head coach. What's your thoughts now as you get ready to go into your second season?
Well, excitement, a little bit of eagerness for the boys to get out on the court. We have a good group of returners, a amazing group of up and comers that are really going to help add to our team, and overall, just a great group of kids that have really been working hard.
Let's talk about the returners first, because we got to see a lot of them last year. Cale Bird, Cade Rucker, a couple of your big guys. Trevor Iwamasa is a point guard. We know, of course, about Jonah Wooden because he's varsity 3 years now. So those are just 4 right off the top of my head. Mitchell Emery's another one. Talk about those guys, and because they're going to have the leadership responsibility too.
Yeah, with those guys, Cale, Cade, Jonah, Mitchell, those are 4 seniors that they played a ton of minutes last year. And they're going to bring all that experience from last year, all those battles that we had, all those ups and downs that we went through, and they're going to help lead us. And also Trevor, who started as a sophomore last year as a point guard. He learned a ton, playing JV as a freshman and then varsity as a sophomore. And with those 5 guys leading us, I think we're really going to have a strong unit.
Jonah Wooden got to do that as a sophomore. Trevor Iwamasa, varsity as a sophomore. What does that do for someone when they're good enough to do that, move up to the varsity at that younger age? How does that help with their development?
Well, I think the best teacher is experience, and so when someone has that talent and they're willing to work hard and understand, hey, you're playing against maybe some 17, 18-year-olds. You might only be 15, but you're going to play against some big guys. You're going to take your lumps. It's not all going to be roses. There's going to be some ups and downs. And, we have 2 sophomores this year that are going through that as well. And so what I like to do is get them that experience so that when they're juniors, they know what it's about. And then when they're seniors, they can really take that final step to becoming great players.
I was going to lead into my next question about Jesse Tomei and Braden Haggerty. What did you see in them that made you want to bring them up?
Well, obviously their talent. They're both very talented on the court. They played starters for JV last year. And then 2 is just their desire. I mean, they work so hard at practice. Jesse's a little undersized right now, but he's growing, and he's battling Trevor every day. And Braden is a bulldog. He gets after it on offense. He gets after it on defense. And, you would be shocked if I was telling you that this was his first year on varsity. He looks polished already.
Wow, that's really cool. Okay, so we've talked about the sophomores. We've talked about the seniors. Tell me about your junior group.
Well, we have a really, really solid group of juniors. Austin Hoey is a junior who's a little bit of inside, a little bit of outside. Great rebounder, great on defense, flies all around the court. We have Trevor Hansen, who's a great outside shooter, and he's really, really improving on defense. He's boxing out. He's taking charges. He is really working hard. And then we have Liam Holman, who's a big guy inside who has just improved leaps and bounds on his offensive game. He's got post moves now. He can shoot it from the outside, and I can really trust him on defense.
I know you like those shooters because an open shot is a good shot. I remember that from last year.
Yeah, the three-pointer is a good weapon to have. It's a good tool to have. We don't rely on it solely, but with the way basketball is going, you have to be able to shoot some threes and make some threes. And I've set a goal that we want to make about 8, 9, 10 three-pointers a game. I think that will really help us get some wins and stay competitive in those close games.
Mental note made, 8 to 10 three-pointers a game. We'll definitely be watching for that. You mentioned that's one of your goals. What are some of the other goals for the coming campaign?
Well, we want to get off to a strong start. In our preseason, we have a couple of tough tournaments and a couple of rivalry games, including against Casa, and we're playing Mesa Verde this year. So it'll be a fun preseason, and I want to be battle-tested by the time we get into league. A goal for league is to finish in the top 3 area, and then obviously we want to get back into the playoffs. We want to get a playoff berth this year, and I want those seniors to go out and graduate knowing what it feels like to experience playoff basketball.
That would be really cool for this program. It's been a little while, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been a few years, but you know what? We are working in the right direction. They're working really hard, And I think if we stay consistent, we stay together, we can reach that goal.
What do you want to see early on? I mean, we're talking the night before the foundation game against Vacaville, and then you have a game on Friday as well. In November and December, what do you want to see?
Well, obviously, I believe it all starts with defense. I really want to focus on our defense, really work on communicating, working as one unit on defense. The offense will come, I believe, as we build more chemistry on the court, and that'll take a few games. You know, it'll take into November and December, but I believe we can start off strong defensively. It can carry us a long way in the preseason and then moving into league.
I want to talk about rebounding. I mean, Cale Bird was just a beast last year on the boards, but you've got other guys too. You mentioned Liam Holmlin as one, and of course, Cade Rucker has the size as well. Tell me about your rebounders.
Well, we also added a football player this year, Nate DeLucci. He's a big guy, and you know, he's only been with us for about a week since football ended, but he's already in shape. He's already getting rebounds, and he's someone that can take up a lot of space inside. And, you know, we're not the biggest team, but with Cale and Liam and Nate and Kate and Jonah, all those guys, rebounding's more of a mindset to me. It's more about effort. You know, you could be the tallest guy in the court, and if you don't try to get the ball, you're not going to get it too much. So it's more of an effort thing to me than it is strictly size.
And sometimes the smallest guy on the court, because of his desire to get the ball, can lead a team in rebounds.
Yeah, I mean, so many times last year, Trevor would stick his nose in there, and he would get an offensive rebound or a defensive rebound, and he'd be giving up 2, 3, 4 inches to the next guy on the court. So it's all about positioning and desire and effort.
All right, well, it's about to tip off. I know you're excited.
Yes, I am. I hope everybody can make it out to some games this year. Bring a friend, bring a family member, bring a classmate, come out, support the Broncos, and we hope to put on a good show for everybody this season.
And, of course, when you can't make it out to the home games, you know where to find them, right here on BV Live Sports. Well, Stuart, good luck, and we'll see you throughout the season.
Thanks, George. Go Broncos.
All right, thank you.